Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome again to Rise Opinion Don't Matter on the OG Network. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Hopefully, all is well is in your life, and God is good. God is great. Oh, I can never say it enough, man. I just thank God for life, health, and strength. And yes, it is a blessed day. Every day is a blessed day, and it's grateful and thankful to be alive. And yes, show. Usually, I label my shows on Mondays, likes and dislikes, but nobody reads the room anyway. So I'm just going to stick to what I usually do is let's talk about it. So as people come in the chat, and depending on what's being said in the chat, we'll get into the conversation. If it's something that I'm interested in, I'll respond to it. You know what I mean, I won't respond to everything because I can't respond to everything because I don't know everything. I just know what I know when I know. Hopefully, y'all having a good time. Of course, I'm always keeping my eye on the stock market, trying to see if there's an opportunity to buy. Because I love to buy stock. I love to invest. It's a fun thing for me. Today was a good dividend day. Speaking of that, let me make sure my orders went through for what I intended to buy today. Because some of them I just put the orders through, and I wanted to make sure I got that up and running. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, that did go through. All right, cool. We good. We good. How y'all doing? Say what's up in the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. And we'll see how things go. Probably not going to be here too long today. Just wanted to get in touch bases. Stock market been roaring in the last couple of days. I can tell you that much. It's been going up, going up, going up. I don't know what the day is going to bring, but I know for the most part, stock market's been just going up. And don't get me wrong, for me personally, the stock market going up, it's great. What's up, Mark? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you. Please hit the like button for a brother. Thank you for being a subscriber. We know who you are. You've been showing up, supporting the channel. We appreciate it very, very much. But yeah, when the stock market is up, I have to change how I move. Like some stuff I've been trying to buy because I always have this little goal of, I want 100 shares. What's up out the pit, brother? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Please hit the like button for a brother. Appreciate it very much. I have this thing that I'll be trying to get 100 shares of stuff. And Howard, what's going on? God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And of different things that I own stock in. And I'm like, I want to get 100 shares of that. And I want 100. So with the stock market going up for me, for a lot of people, I'm glad because they might be having something that they want to sell, get rid of, dump off, make some money, whatever. You know what I mean? But for me, when it's down, that's when I move. So to give y'all an idea of what I do, you know what I mean, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't, this is not advice for you to do with your money, whatever it is you do with your money. And yes, this show is called Let's Talk About It. I'm trying to go away from the dislikes. Nobody reads the room. So I'm just going to stick to my Let's Talk About It, and whatever subject it goes into, that's where we go. But JPST, and even though I'm talking about that, I'm just going to put this in the chat. JPST is where I store money at. Like that is my stock storage is what it says. It's like a bank account, but it's not a bank account. This is where I store my money at when I don't have nothing to invest. It's still an investment. It's still a stock that pays dividends. So I'll just dump my money there. And until I see something else that's a greater opportunity, then I'll take the money out of there and then I'll dump it somewhere else and I'll just start back rebuilding that if I don't see an opportunity somewhere else. But I do have like a minimum that I keep there, amount of money, shares or whatever, just so I keep it, kind of making money. Because that particular stock is like it's an ETF, but it pays dividends every month. Not a whole lot based on the stock price, but I still like the dividends. It's like almost 20 cents a month. And the shares is like $50, but it doesn't do this like it's up and down what the stock market does a lot of. It relatively stays around that stop price, $50 stop price, a little bit more than $50. I think one time I seen it at 49, but that was about around COVID time. But that's where I store my money at when I'm investing. And then I kind of once I see an opportunity, I go there or whatever. But it is what it is. I mean, make sure y'all hitting the like button. Do you reinvest? Do I reinvest the dividends? Yes, but I do not put on automatic reinvestment. A lot of people do that. I don't like to do that. My reason not doing it that way is because they're not going to pick the right moment to reinvest it. Here's my point to that. If I'm in the green with a stock, for me personally, and if I'm already in the green, I'm not going to reinvest the money and buy that very same stock higher than what I originally bought it at. So I'm going to take that money and I'm going to reinvest it somewhere else where I might be in the red at. That's just my play. It doesn't mean that what I'm doing is the best overall, but that's my play. So when I get the dividends, if I had no intentions of using it nowhere else and I want to reinvest it, I do reinvest it, but I don't reinvest it always in the very same company. I will look for other opportunity to say, okay, this money would do better here. And then if for some reason that particular stock goes in the red for me, then I will probably start up in the game of buying more of it, reinvesting the dividends. But some platforms allow you to reinvest the money automatically. I agree with that if you don't have the time to do what I do, but I don't like it because I think you get better bang for your buck and you'll get a better outcome when you're patient and you sit on the money, wait for something to maybe see a better opportunity somewhere else to take that money and invest it somewhere else. That's just the play that I do. I don't automatically just put it back in the same company. That's the reason why I'm extremely diversified in my portfolio. I have invested, if I had to guess off the top of my head, maybe well over 300 companies. So I always have something that I can buy. All right, Howard. Yeah, no, I don't. What I do is that's what I use JPST for. I don't transfer it into a holding account. I use the stock JPST as my holding account because I get better return off the dividends that it'll pay there, and it's not going to do a whole lot of this up and down stuff. It stays just pretty stable where it at. It usually hovers around $50 a share, $50.50 a share, maybe a little higher than that, but it's always like pennies on the dollar that it moves. So that's my hovering place. I'll leave the money there because I know that every month it's going to give me 20 cents a share on each share that I own. So if I'm sitting on 100 shares there, I can still get some dividend payout every single month and reinvest it somewhere else or reinvest it there. But when I see the market goes down, that don't particularly move down like the market does. Then I'll zip some money out of there and put it somewhere else. Some people do move the money into a savings account or their own bank account. I don't particularly do that. I just leave it there. Now, Robinhood, Cash App, Robinhood, you actually can leave the money sitting there. You don't have to actually reinvest it. You can leave it sitting there until you decide to. I just don't like idle money. Now, Robinhood used to give you 1.5% interest on idle money. They stopped doing that because they're trying to get everybody to pay the $5 for the gold program, which I get it. That's fine for those. I'm not going to leave money sitting there to collect that type of interest rate it's going to matter to me. So I don't need to go. What I need to do is I need to just pump the money there. I get 20 cents a share for every share I own. And then when I see the market crash, if I see the market drop by a high percentage, then I look for opportunity. I might sip some money out of there and start investing in somewhere else because I'm in the red with it. That's all. But I always look at when I'm in the red with and when I'm in the green with. And that's always determined rather I'm going to keep reinvest. Like I wanted to get 100 shares of, I'm at 100 shares of Ford, which is not a lot of shares money-wise, but I was trying to hurry up and get there. Once I hit 100 shares, I kind of went and worked on something else. I'm way in the green with Ford right now. So unless Ford drops below my average, I'm not touching it no more. If that answers your question. So yeah, I do reinvest it. That's how I reinvest it. But again, if you're on the live, please hit the like button. please hit the subscribe button. We got a 30-second commercial that coming up. And after the commercial plays, we're going to go get back into what I was talking about or another subject if it comes up. And y'all hang tight for 30 seconds.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, B-O-T-T-U, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Yeah, I'm back. And for y'all don't understand, Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare products is the products that I use. I enjoy using them. And with that said, they are offering a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 or more, but you have to use the OG Network 26. That's OG Network 26. If you go in and you make a purchase, $35 or more, you get a 15% discount. And then you're not sure how to find the website is right here on the OG Network Ron's Opinion page. All you got to do is click the link right on my page, and it'll take you right to the website. And I'm quite sure they're appreciative. And go check out the awesome, wonderful products they make. I use their hair care product. Matter of fact, Herbal Infused Buttercream. That's what I use in my hair. I also use a cocoa butternut cream cluster body wash. I use a whole lot of different things. But, for that, we're going to move on. And, if you have a chance, check them out. Please check them out. Janet, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for hitting that like button. Appreciate you very, very much. Leah. What's going on, Leah? What's going on? And God bless you. Welcome in. Appreciate you. You got a scheduled show. What time is your show, Leah? Because I would, I know you, if you got enough time and your show is scheduled, let me know. And then, because I can actually put it on somewhere else and watch your show even while I'm on my show. But yeah, we can get into the subjects, whatever it is right now. I'm gonna try not to be too long today because I do have a lot of things I have to do and tend to. So this is probably gonna be one of my shorter lives today. But I did want to get in here and get into that. And I know there's a whole lot of noise going around. I know everybody, all of the riots and all the other stuff going on, and it's one of those subjects. Is a hot subject right now, and everybody's gonna get into it. Everybody want to talk about it, and everybody wanted this and that, and emotions are riding and stuff like that, and I get it, but and I'm gonna touch bases on it right now for a little bit, and the whole shooting thing and what people looking at what happened. No problem, Leah. No problem. Yeah, just if I see it pop up, I'm gonna try to catch you on the. I'll put you on the other thing if I watch while I'm on my show. But I'm not gonna be here too long today anyway. But and a whole lot of back to what I was saying about the whole noise about what happened about the person getting shot and all these people out here rioting and stuff like that. And I think y'all need to go find out why ICE agents was here. And I'm not gonna say that I'm 100% right about this, but so far, it looks like the person that they was actually going after, the ICE agents, was an illegal immigrant that raped a 13-year-old. I want y'all to think about this for a minute. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm just letting y'all know where what I'm getting at, and I'm still got to do a little more research on this. But let's just say that actually is true. And one of those illegal immigrants that they was going after at that moment. Now, I want y'all to think about this. One of those illegal immigrants that ICE was going on trying to find at that moment really was one of the ones that raped a 13-year-old girl. Now, this whole situation has gotten away from where's the outrage for the 13-year-old girl? Where's the outrage for that? This is where it's all good, Leo. We all family. We know, we understand. You gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do. We good. Don't worry about it. When you get a chance, we how we are, Leo. We all try to support each other. You know what I mean? But where's the outrage for the 13-year-old girl? This is why I have such a problem with what I see all the time. And then, and don't get me wrong. Then some people was like, they think ICE could have handled it differently. Let me explain something to y'all about this, because I heard Stephen A. Smith, and I'm gonna use him. Right. And I heard Stephen A. Smith say, well, why didn't he just shoot out the tire? And I'm using Stephen A. Smith because he's a popular person. He said, why didn't he shoot out the tire? All right. If anybody ever watched the police chasing somebody and they start losing tires at some point, did it ever stop the vehicle? This is how stupid sometimes people say out their mouth and they don't realize what they're saying. Why he didn't just shoot out the tire? If you would have shot out that tire, it would not have stopped that car from coming towards you. So let's get that one straight. Shooting out the tire do not stop vehicles from moving, all right? I know people see stuff on Hollywood and they all got, it doesn't work in real life. If you shoot out a tire, the vehicle is still going to come. It's not going to stop the momentum of that vehicle, especially where that person was standing at when he let off the shot. It is not going to stop where that truck is going to go, that vehicle is going to go. So shooting out the tires do not work. It's not going to stop the vehicle. This is where that don't make sense to me. And then again, it's sad that woman lost her life. Don't get me wrong. I think if she had a pre-inkling of what was going to happen out there, well, she probably should have to some extent. But you go out there and you start harassing people. Listen, first of all, these are agents. They're law enforcement, number one. Number two, they got guns. And you go out there and you start agitating these people. They're still human beings at the end of the day. Right. And you seen where this woman was just like agitating the situation. And my thing is this is the reason why I always say this. When people ask me about subjects and I say, I'm not too sure about it, I'll wait and see. This is the reason why I don't overreact or be so quick to jump on a hot story. Because sometimes you got to let stuff play out long enough to get more information so you can draw a better conclusion of what happened. You get what I'm saying? So you can draw a better conclusion on what happened. I hate the fact that anybody loses their life. I don't want to see nobody lose their life. But I want you to think about this. If you got children, listen, if you got children, you got to consider your life, your children's life, and everything that you do and how it may affect your family. If you go out there and you standing around, and listen, if I go outside right now and I pick a fight with a lion, and because somebody told me, oh, the lion is well trained, it's not going to bother you. And then I get what a lion really can give me. That's because my dumb ass decided to go out there and mess with a lion. And I'm not saying this. So this is where I keep saying they are agents. They're law enforcement. They already under a lot of duress doing their job. And I'm not saying that he was wrong when he did. This is not about right or wrong. This is about you ought to understand the circumstances of what you're walking into. So somewhere along the line, you made that choice that it was okay. You was okay with what was going to happen. Here's my case in point that I'm talking about. When I decided that I was going to support Trump and Trump's campaign, I knew 100% that I was going to be criticized. I knew that I was going to be criticized, ridiculed, and everything else. I already knew it. mostly by the people that I'm closer to. I'm going to be talked about behind my back, in my face. Oh, something's wrong with them. Criticized the whole nine. Guess what? I was 100% okay with it. You know why I was 100% okay with it? Because I saw what the country was becoming, and I saw what the man was going to do, and I was hoping that he was able to do what I know is right. Not about how I feel, what I know is right. And my thing is this, is that, and this is where the Democrats I blame, because you guys are the ones that keep spewing all the hatred and provoking these people to go out there and do this dumb stuff. That's number one. Number two, you also decided that, you know what, we're going to finance it too, because I know they pay players. I know that most of these people out there, not all of them, but a lot of them are paid players. Y'all paying them to get out there and do this stuff. And these people don't even realize what they're signing up for, because usually when you see them get interviewed, they have no clue what they're protesting. They have zero clue of what they're protesting. When you see somebody start asking them questions, it's like the Venezuelan thing. They're out there talking about, oh, release this guy, this and that and that and that. Meanwhile, the people in Venezuela and even over here in America are celebrating like crazy that this man is, that Trump got this dude. Even to the point where the lady on The View had to accept defeat because she was also personally affected by what Trump did on a positive side. But again, if you take out all of the stuff that's happening right now, and you put in, and these people put in people that they want into position, they wouldn't have a problem with nothing that's going on. No outrage when the lady got burnt by a legal immigrant in New York. Where was the outrage with that? No outrage when all these illegals were raping American citizens. Where's the outrage in that? Democrats didn't even do it. They didn't have no outrage for that. Listen, the Democrats didn't even have it in them to stand up for DJ, the cancer survivor. When Trump won the election and that boy went through all of that cancer stuff, the Democrats did not even have enough compassion in them to stand for him. And y'all still trying to quote for the Democratic Party. This is how I always tell people there's a difference between right and wrong and good and evil. That's why I call them Democrats, because that's what they are. They serve Satan and they worship Satan. You clearly see it now, because that satanic spirit follows them wherever they go. Wherever they go, that's death, destruction, robbing, stealing, and killing. And those are all the attributes of Satan. He come to rob, steal, kill, and destroy. And that's why when you look at the Democratic Party, you see a whole bunch of robbing, stealing, killing, and destroying. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is that they work for Satan. That their father is the devil. Because everywhere they go, this is what follows them. That spirit of destruction follows them. 100%. And you ain't even got to be a Bible believing person. You just look at the results. Look at where they run and look at all the results in that. You don't even have to know all scriptures and all this other stuff. You don't have to be an interpreter. You just look at what you see and it tells you right there. And you're right. That he sums it up right here. Nice guy. Mr. Nice Guy. TF Mr. Nice Guy sums it up right here. And listen, I'm not even going into all these in-depth scripture, talk about this, talk about that. It's just you clearly see it. So I'm telling you right now, you're gonna have to decide at one point what side of this you on. You either gonna be on the side of Satan or you're gonna be on the side of God. That's what you have to decide. And that's what I had to decide. You're going to be on the side of right or side of wrong. I'm going to tell you something. You better pick quick. Because time is running out. That's all I got to say with that. Time is running out. Keep playing with this thing. You keep picking the wrong battles. Because what will come and what God has not released will be far more detrimental than you can imagine. You better thank God that things went the way it went. that we have the leadership in office that we have right now. And no, he's not perfect. Not by any means, any one of them perfect. And it's not about perfection. But it amazes me that for the administration that we have right now, they got all of these high standards for them. Every little thing that they do, they're trying to scrutinize. Where was all of this when Obama and all these and Joe Biden was doing all that? They didn't follow none of the Constitution, but no outrage. They violated all types of constitutional laws, but no outrage. None of the outrage was when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and it was all doing the violating the Constitution over and over and over again. Even Obama, no outrage. And you're right. The left think they think they're righteous, but no. See, my thing is this: right? There's a difference between righteous and virtuous signal. So they try to signal like they're righteous, but there is nothing righteous about them. Because my thing is this: is that I want to give y'all a picture right now. When Charlie Kirk was murdered, how many conservatives and how many Republicans went out there and did that? This is what I want. I want to paint the picture. When Charlie Kirk was brutally murdered, how many conservatives? Hey, world away from here, how you doing? God bless you. How many Republicans and conservatives went out in the street and started destroying stuff? As much as they embraced what he was and how much they loved him or whatever, how many of them did that? How many of them did that? When they shot and hit Trump in the air, how many riots? See, what you got to understand something is this. Republicans and conservatives are very restrained, but there's some point they're going to say enough is enough. See, the quiet ones is the ones you have to watch out for. It's not the ones out there you that's making all the noise. They ain't really no threat. They don't really have to be a threat. They're not really a threat. It's the ones that's silent that you got to watch out for. And I'm not saying in a bad way, which is mean is that at some point they're going to say, enough is enough. We done. We're not trying to be nice no more. We're not trying to be polite no more. We got to go do what we know is the thing we need to do. That's what's going to happen. It's coming. If they don't, but if you can't get a hold of these liberals and they out there doing what they're doing, trust me when I tell you, at some point they're going to say enough is enough. And there's nothing that Trump will be able to do to stop what's going to come. There's nothing no one's going to be able to do that's going to stop what's going to come. Because they're going to get tired. See, they're trying to sit back and let the process play out the way it's designed to play out. That's what all of them are doing. They're trying to let the process, the lawful process, play out the way it's supposed to play out. But don't you think for a minute that American citizens, true, hard-loving American citizens, ain't sitting back waiting to say enough is enough. We ain't doing that no more. We ain't doing that no more. They're doing everything they can do to hold back restraint. They're doing everything they can do to let the process go the way it's supposed to go lawfully. But don't you think for a minute that they're not sitting there saying, listen, we can end this real quick. We ain't got to go through all this. We can put a stop to this right now. You don't think for a minute that that ain't where they stand. Yep. And at some point, it's only but so much they're going to stand back and take. Because I'm going to tell you something. The ones you got to worry about is the ones that got all the equipment to do it. They're not sitting around playing around this game. They trying to let this play out the way it's supposed to play out, and they're trying to do it lawfully. But don't you think for a minute that they ain't well prepared to do it, to solve the problem themselves. And that's real talk. Appreciate you, Mr. Nice Guy. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your support. Hey, Joyce, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, that's what's up, Joyce. That's what's going on. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, and like I said, Howard, I'm not exactly 100% on the 13-year-old girl, but like, and my thing is, so y'all went out there and y'all protest the murder, but y'all not you're not going to let ICE pick a legal immigrant out of here that raped a 13-year-old girl. Y'all okay with that? And listen, this ain't the first legal immigrant that did this type of stuff. A lot of them do stuff, and they're getting away with it, and they still in this country. We need to get them out. But my point. Yeah, he is. He is good. I'm gonna be honest with you. A vertical grip. I'm gonna tell you something. I can't recommend it, but I'm gonna tell you who can. Go follow Justice Runs on Diesel. See, I'm not gonna try to answer something or give you a recommendation because I'm not that good at it. But I'm gonna tell you who is. There's a guy that follows my channel. Sometimes he comes on my show once in a while. But his name is Justice Runs on Diesel. If there was anybody that I know that can give you some good advice on that, it is him. By far. Because he's well versed in more than I am. I can't listen, I stick to what I have. I don't do a lot of deviating from the stuff that I have. So I don't have a well versed amount of firearms that I use. I only use what I have. So it's hard for me to tell somebody what they should do or recommend something when I know for a fact that I can't recommend it. But I can tell you who can. And that's Justice Runs on Diesel. He has a YouTube page. He doesn't do a whole lot on his YouTube page, but one thing I can say is this, or if he's ever on the show, I definitely, and you actually there, I will say, come back and ask that question. But I'm sorry I couldn't really answer that one for you. I don't have a recommendation because I only use what I have. Andre, all right, I get it. My thing is this. That's the whole point that we're making. We already have to deal with unlawful behavior of our own. We can't send them somewhere else because they belong to us. So that's why we have prisons and jail and stuff like that for that. But why would I invite more criminals from another country in my country? So my point, Andre, is this. They need to go so we can deal with our home problem. Not invite more here. That's the point that we're trying to make. So I understand your point, but again, you can't. We have a way of dealing with American citizens that behave unlawfully. That's why we have a court justice system in prison. But one thing we don't have is room to be handling everybody else's. So we need to pack them up, ship them out, send them where they belong, and make sure that they never come back here again, so that we can focus more on our own problems at home. Because our citizens that behave that way, we can't send them nowhere else. But we do have a prison for them. That's my point today. It's not okay for nobody to be doing that type of stuff. But again, he needs to be back. We have a system for that. Let me go back. And you know what? I'm going to tell you like this. In my lifetime, Trump is by far the best president we ever had. In my lifetime, by far. I don't even see anybody. Now, Reagan, I was young when Reagan was president. So I can't really speak to that because I think I was still like in the teenager age. So then I don't know. But in my lifetime, by far, Trump was the best president we ever had. And it's going to be sad when his term is up. Hopefully we got something that's either the same or better. You're right. But here's the thing. That's how they laundering money. See, they said they're letting illegal stay in $600 night hotels. So here's what you do. First of all, those hotels wasn't actually $600 a night at that point. See, the reason why now it's $600 a month night, because this is how Democrats and all of their crony launder money. If they get federal funding to send $600 a night to these hotels, their buddies and their cronies own these hotels. So now they getting kickbacks on the other end because now they inflated the price of the hotel. But I guarantee you that prior to all of this, the hotel was probably only getting about $200 to $300 a night. Why did it double? Because the government decided that they wanted to fund this crap. No, they didn't. Nope, they didn't get parted. And Obama deported a whole lot of people. Matter of fact, they were only the worst I heard about the Obama was the fact that they were saying they was keeping them in cages. And that was a very small moment when they didn't really talk a whole lot about it. That was it. That was the worst I heard. Yeah, and like I said, I wasn't around old enough to really experience Reagan, but I think Reagan was a very good president. But for me, it's just Trump. But yeah, I agree with you, Mark. I mean, Trump, I think Trump is by far. And that's my point. Before that's why we got to get these people out of here quick, fast, and in a hurry. And we got to figure out, and then we got to get back to taking care of home. You know what I mean? And we got to get back to taking care of United States citizens. That's it. We need to take care. Listen, even if we don't like each other, we still here with each other. And we got to deal with each other. It's like living in a house and you got family members you probably don't particularly care for, but y'all got to live together and you got to be peaceful together as much as you possibly can. We got to take care of home first. And I know that if there's room to help other people, I get it. But we got to take care of home. That's got to be number one. Man, it is a dirty game. I agree with you, Fly Point. It's a dirty game. Yeah, he might have. Yeah, I remember the story about Reagan collapse on that one. And like I said, I'm for immigration to some extent. I am for immigration. I had no problem with immigration. I think I think we have a process. I think people should be vetted. I don't think immigration should be easy. I think we should only get the best of the best, people that have real good intentions for this country and want to do the right thing and contribute and not be a milking system. So yeah, I'm for immigration, but I'm not for everybody. I'm for immigration, and we should only get the people that's going to bring value to the country, not the people that's going to come in here and just take advantage of it. No, I'm not for that immigration. We should only be taking in the best of the best. Otherwise, we're going to become the worst of the worst. So we're going to let people immigrate here. That's fine. But we need to make sure that we're getting the best of the best. That way we stay ahead of everybody else. We shouldn't be taking in the worst of the worst. The best of the best, and that's it. Yeah, they did. When they shot Trump in Butler, PA, everybody thought he was done. Till they seen that fist come up. Until they seen him stand up and said, nope. I think that just motivated him more. Yeah, I think that motivated. He's like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I when I think that happened, thank God that he didn't actually die. But it's always now in my head, I hear David Chappelle with that, miss me, bitch. That's what I hear now when I think about that moment. even though they didn't really miss, but they didn't kill him. So in my head, I always like, miss me, bitch. Gotta add some humor in there at all times, bro. You gotta find a way to laugh about this. Shit, they gonna talk about. Now here's the thing, they're gonna talk about Trump don't like black people. Meanwhile, he put up the black fist. he put up the public enemy fight the power fist. He put up the fight the power fist. They'll go. He said it was everywhere. Yeah, nah, you can't script that, bro. I'm a person that knows firearms, and I'm explaining something to you. I know people keep saying that, but I'm a person that knows enough about firearms that you cannot script that. That is not a script you can write. That is not a. And when you start talking about shooting somebody with a real bullet, real firearm, yeah, nah. Yeah, I agree. And they did. You know what I mean? You got to add some humor into this, man. Because a lot of times people take some of this stuff way too personal. You know what I mean? So so a lot of times people take this way too personal. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's, you can't, when you start talking about real, but the only reason why let me go back to this. He said no scarring in the air. All right, here's my point to this. This is why I say you can't script that. You got to remember something. People died out there. Those were real bullets. Trump wasn't the only person that got shot. People died. And that's why I say you can't fake that. That was real. That was real. Now, they may say, oh, he didn't get hit by a bullet. Yeah, nah, listen. If you look at my face, on this side of my face, right? I had 2nd and 3rd degree burns at one point. No evidence. So I can't go by that. I mean, I get what you're saying. You might be right. There might be some slight rightness to it, but you can't go by that because you don't know how a person heals up. And I'm gonna get me wrong, Trump got money. So he made sure whatever they did to that air, he got money. He get different care that we gonna get. You know what I mean? We gonna get some backyard care. He ain't gonna get that backyard care. He gonna get that real care. That doctor was like, oh, Trump, we're gonna make sure there was no evidence that you ever got shot. You know what I mean? So it's a different care what he get. You know what I mean? He's like Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson got money. I don't know nobody, and I'm not saying I'm right. I don't know nobody that been had HIV as long as Magic Johnson, but yet your Magic Johnson is still here. So he got that different type of money. He got that real care money. It's stuff we don't have access to. So there's a difference. Man, when you got money like they got money, you know what I mean, it is what it is. I mean, hey, we get shot in the air, we just gonna have a messed up air. They got money, they gonna have the best of the best treatment. I mean, we're gonna make sure that there was no evidence. I mean, like I said, Magic Johnson he been HIV positive forever. He's still here, so I don't know what to tell y'all with that. Here come the children. Here come the children since 93. Whoa, man. I ain't know it been that long. I just knew it was forever. Yeah, he did. Charlie really did, man. But listen, I'm not going to be here too much longer, but make sure y'all, for those that come in, we got Philly Talk tonight. It's going to be a little different. It's not going to be about Philly, actually Philadelphia. It's some other subject that me and Ant Like the Bug wanted to get into. It's going to actually be fun. It's just some thoughts that we had. So we don't have a guest coming on Philly Talk tonight, but Philly Talk going to be very interesting. So if you guys get a chance to come back tonight, Philly Talk at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come check that out, the show. I mean, just so y'all know, the OG Network, we're doing different shows at different times. and we bring in a variation of different things to the channel. So it's not so much all about just what I'm talking about or what I'm doing. What's up, Josh? How you doing? God bless you. God bless you. It's not so much about just what I'm doing. It's just, so we have a family network of people that are doing different things on the show. We got Philly Talk on Mondays. We got a new show that we're working on is Things You Need to Know, which is going to be on Tuesdays. We got Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare Product Company on Wednesdays. And we got Unfiltered Sports on Thursdays. And we have Fire on Fridays on, of course, Friday. And every last one of these shows are around 7 o'clock p.m., except for one is at 7:30, which is Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. But 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, everything is going through the week. That's what we got going on the OG Network. And then on Sundays at 12 o'clock p.m., y'all know we had the Fracture Show, which is, in my opinion, the greatest show on YouTube. Real talk is, we get on there and we just act a fool. And wherever it go, we go. So, and listen, y'all know football is soon to be ending. And y'all ain't going to have nothing to do on Sunday. So my thing is just check out the Fracture Show at 12 o'clock noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And believe me when I tell you, y'all going to love the Fracture Show. It is funny. Real talk, real talk, real talk. Leah, God bless you. One day, Leah, whenever you get yourself situated, we're going to have to do a collab one day if we can. And we can work out the details or whatever. And honestly, Leah, we can do a collab, but I just want to get on. I want you to just get on here and cook. That's all. And I'm not talking about food for those that don't understand slang. I ain't talking about food. Let me rephrase that. I want you to come on here and politically cook. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Every single one of y'all, do me a favor. Be safe out there. Be safe. Watch your back. Make sure you're being alert wherever you're going, whatever it is you're doing. You know what I mean? Tell somebody you care about them. Tell somebody you love them. Make sure you're hugging your relatives. Making sure, making sure you stay focused on life and and be excited in this journey, man. And most of all, if you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, make sure you get one, because you just don't know when that time is coming. And that's real talk. Make sure you have a real relationship with Jesus Christ. And well, Leah, I have StreamYard, and I have the plan with StreamYard. So we can still do the collab, and you'll still be able to air it on your channel now, because I actually have the plan. I have the plan on StreamYard where we can air it from both channels now. So when we get to the point and we figure out the collaboration, we can do the collab, and you'll still be able to air it on your channel too once I send you the link. So either way, it won't freeze. You'll still be able to use it do the show on your channel and my channel, and that's real talk. And my thing is that don't let all the rhetoric and don't let all of the rhetoric and the noise that we hear out there keep us divided amongst each other. We don't have to agree on everything. We really don't. We don't have to agree on our political stance. We don't have to agree on everything that's going on. But one thing we can do is that we can understand that we have difference of opinion, but we can also still come together as citizens of the United States. This is our country. And we need to enjoy it, and we need to make the best of it. No matter what nobody say or what nobody do, this is our country. If you're born and raised in America, this is your country. Don't let nobody tell you that it ain't. It's yours. And you should not be okay with anybody coming in your country, taking advantage of all the resources and all of the things that God has blessed you with right here in this country. And that's real talk. Yes, Leah. I purchased a little while ago, so I just paid for the whole year so that I could do it this way. But yeah, we'll work on that, Leah. We can connect. You know what I mean? You party. Anybody else that's on this live, make sure y'all check out Leah. She's part of the YouTube family, and anybody else that's on my live that's doing something YouTube wise or whatever, man. And if you need a shout out on your page or whatever case may be, make sure you let us know, man. We don't mind. This YouTube family right here that we have, Leah, Out the Pit, Queen Sackcloth, Ant Like the Bug, Fatacula Show. It's so many of us. My man do Magic 47. Some come in and out. Justice runs on Diesel. I am Kia, who we call Chopper. We have a large YouTube family, man, and we support each other. And there's a lot that I'm missing that I can't remember off the top of my head. Top to bottom, hair and skincare products. All of these people are, they're part of the YouTube family. We said Fabian, who I was on his live earlier today. And I mean, shout out to him. And I mean, he's a fisherman by heart like me. There's a whole lot of people that's part of this YouTube family. And listen, we don't all agree on every little thing. We don't. Some of us agree. Hey, what's up? I am Leah Key. See my point? We are a large YouTube family. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to. We got to learn how to understand that we may have a difference of opinion, but you don't stop talking. You don't stop communicating. See, what happens is when you get stubborn in your head and you say, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. Right then and there, you allowed your heart to get hardened. And now you can't even see anything from no one else's perspective but your own. And then that can be dangerous. But love, man. Love with an open heart. Love with an open mind. But do stand for something. That way you don't fall for everything. And that's real talk. Leah, Chopper, God bless you. God bless you. Justice runs on Diesel. That's what I was talking about you a little earlier. Yeah, somebody asked, hold up. What was that question at? I needed you to, because I couldn't answer that question. But I know you probably could. I got a few more minutes. I'm gonna hang in there because I really want him to, if the person is still on there. This question right here, Justice, if you're still in the building, before I get off. He said, hey, Ryan, can you recommend me a good vertical forward grip for my AR-15? So, Justice, I didn't have an answer for that. So, yeah, all right, cool. Now, that's the question. So, Justice, since you showed up, hopefully you're still listening. They need an answer for that because I know you got way more experience with firearms than I do. Well, he's in the chat right now. His is right here. Justice Runs on Diesel is right here. That's his channel. And believe me when I tell you, this man is. See that right there? See how fast that was? There's your answer right there. I knew it. I knew it. Listen, I ain't had no answer for you. I ain't gonna lie to you because I work with what I have. I just use what I own. But I know that this man, he didn't probably touch every firearm in the world. There you go. Thanks, Justice, man. I appreciate you, bro. You came in the nick of time. You know what I mean? He came in like Superman. No, he came in like Mighty Mouse. I don't know, y'all probably don't remember Mighty Mouse. But Justice came in like Mighty Mouse. He was like, here I come to save the day. No, I did not. No, I didn't serve in the service, but I have nothing but respect for all of my service members. But a vast majority of the men in my family served in the service, and some women too. And that's why that you see that there is an honor of all the servicemen, especially my family members that have served in the military at some capacity. That's why that's behind me. And I'm never going to take it down because I love my country and I love what we stand for. And God bless America and God bless everywhere else. Just America a little bit more. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Appreciate y'all having fun. Hopefully y'all had fun and hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you got something out of it. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Make sure y'all make the day a great day. And again, if you're looking for hair care products, if you're looking for skincare products, and if you're looking for some of the, in my opinion, the best made candles ever, make sure y'all take advantage of the OG Network 26 promo code. Go to top to bottom hair and skincare products, which is a commercial that you're going to see when I close out the video. So if you go to top to bottom hair and skincare products and you go and you purchase $35 or more, you get a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 and up. So you get a 15% discount, but you got to use the OG Network 26 promo code. That's OG Network 26 promo code. And if you can't find the website, it's right here on my channel. Ron's Opinion Don't Matter channel, OG Network. There, the link is right there. If you go to my channel, you'll see the link. You click it, and it'll take you right to the website. And if you look through there, you stroll through the website, see something you may be interested in, want to try. Like I said, I use that product. This is what I use on my afro, y'all. Now, this is for more than just an afro. I just call it Afro Magic, but this is what I use on my afro. Look. That's what I use on my hair. But I appreciate y'all. And that's where I got that from. That's top to bottom hair and skincare products. It works very, very well. And I'm going to tell you, I used to scratch my hair like crazy. And I had a bad itch that was going on. Believe me when I tell you, I need that. That's why I call it Afro Magic, because I don't have that bad itch like I used to have no more because of the product that I've been using. So this herbal buttercream cluster, I think it is. No, yeah, herbal infused thing right here is what I use. I call it Afro Magic, y'all, but that's what it is. But like I said, you can use it. It's for anybody. It's just that I call it Afro Magic, but it doesn't matter. You know, and it ain't like it's for black people, white people, nothing like that. It's for anybody that may need it and use it. But real talk. But yeah, if you go there and you check out their website, and like I said, they make everything. They make deodorant, they make hair care products, skincare products, body wash. I think they still making colognes. They make variations of a lot of different things. Candles, I burn the candles all the time, as y'all can see. And it ain't burned no more because I didn't burn through this sucker. Man, and listen, I haven't even used that candle. Been burnt out in the last few days in my studio, and guess what? I still smell the candle. It's still filling the room with scent, and even though I'm not burning, and that's real talk. But let me get up out of here. Every single one of y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. I'm out of here. Make God first. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Peace.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.